Hey guys, we're back and we're so excited.
Guys and girls.
Guys and girls, we're so excited to be here with you. We are Chosen by Jesus, the podcast. My name is Kelley Tyan.
I'm Taylor Tyan.
And we're big Patriots fans. If you're watching us on YouTube,
Yes.
I am wearing Drake
The
May.
one and only.
The one and only. We are big Drake May fans.
The whole fam.
So listen.
Everybody.
We don't know when this podcast is coming out around the time of the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I'm here to predict Drake May is taking the Patriots all the way, baby.
Oh, yeah.
All the way. And if that is the case, you will see us in an episode cheering and screaming. Stay tuned.
Yes.
Stay tuned. Well, we are in the middle of a series right now, all about faith under pressure and prayers that you think might not be heard, and how we can get through these times and how we can increase our faith. We want you to know this is episode number 2. If you have not listened to episode 1, we highly encourage you to go back and really listen to that episode, because that one was all about just when you think you've prayed enough, pray some more.
Not giving up.
That's all about not giving up on your prayers and why we cannot afford to give up on our prayers.
Yeah.
But today, we're jumping into the second part of this series. I did. I licked my lips.
Can't.
I had to because my fingers were dry.
I can't. I've never seen that before.
She's awful. All she does is like make fun of me.
I just get curious.
She's like, did you just lick your lips?
Well,
I have my notes, and so
I know. I feel like I've never seen that.
Oh, well, maybe that's what us old people do.
Like librarians.
Oh my God. This is like, listen, I'm the coolest mom around.
She's far from a librarian.
Yeah, I am. Well, all right. Today we're talking about holding on to our faith when life feels unfair.
Yeah.
And I feel it's unfair right now because she makes fun of me all the time. I have to stay so faithful.
It is vice versa too.
No, I have to stay so faithful because she makes fun of me so much.
Your dad.
But this is the thing. I want you guys to know right out, you can be faithful and frustrated at the same time. Don't feel that just because I'm angry, I'm frustrated, I'm feeling defeated, I can't even be faithful. Yes, you can. We've all been there. I get frustrated all the time.
Right. And don't suppress emotions. We're all human. Don't neglect them. Sometimes you have to let it all out, whether it's crying, whatever the case may be, but we're human. It's human nature. And that's the first thing.
Right. And
owning what you're feeling.
Right. Because sometimes when life is unfair and we think the world is crashing down on us, it doesn't really mean your faith is weak. It just means you're human.
Right.
Right? Like know that. You're human. Life is never going to be perfect. It's not rainbows, unicorns, and butterflies.
Sunshine.
Which we really wish it would be. But then we wouldn't need God and we wouldn't need our faith either. So this is how we're human. And we're here to encourage you to keep your faith strong, and how to keep your faith strong through the trials of life, through the challenges of life, the disappointments, when you feel frustrated. So life is unfair. It is in a lot of ways. And maybe you're walking through a season right now where life is throwing you, what are those called? Line drives, line drives right in the face. You know, when you get like a line drive.
I don't think we should talk sports.
Well, I'm talking about Drake May.
I can't.
I'm talking about the Patriots. No, but maybe you've been dealt a bad hand right now. And first of all, cards. You've been dealt the cards.
The bad hand.
It's awful. We have a really strong accent. But listen, Taylor just talked about in the last episode the hand she was dealt right after coming out of the new year, ready to go, excited about the new things she's going to do, and hit with a severe
my
flu.
PR, I was just getting into hitting
in her
my
workouts.
workouts.
I know. And sometimes life throws that line drive right in your face and knocks you down. But we want you to know that faith doesn't deny disappointment, right? It's not denying disappointments.
Right.
It brings it to God honestly. There's a verse that I love in the Bible because it makes me feel normal.
Yeah.
And it's from Psalm 13, and it's verse 1 and 2. And it says, "How long, Lord, will you will you forget me forever?" That's David questioning God openly. And we want you to realize that scripture, the Bible, includes frustration from so many people in the Bible, David being one of them. He says, "How long, Lord?" You know, when we're in these seasons of just feeling so down and out, and is it ever going to get better? Life is so
Right.
unfair. Why is this always happening to me? It's like David openly talks about this and says and screams out to the Lord, "Are you forgetting me forever?" You know, honest faith is biblical faith. And so I know for me, I've cried that out. I talk about it often. I remember, you know, trying to be strong when my dad was diagnosed with a rare blood cancer. It's like, Lord, I'm going through, if you don't know my history, my mom had rheumatoid arthritis and she was very sick my entire life. And it was hard for me, really hard. I had to watch the woman I love suffer every single day with no breaks. We didn't have breaks in my family. My mom, yeah, you would see her on the outside. She had full makeup on. She was beautiful, but her faith kept her alive and
Yeah.
strong. But I had to watch that. And then hearing my dad had a rare blood cancer, I felt life was really unfair a lot. I struggled for a long time. I had to get through it though. I knew that I had to cry out to the Lord, pray, like we talked about in the last episode. I felt, God, I've been praying so much about my mom and now
Right.
this. I mean, I
Like you
had to,
just couldn't get a break.
I felt like I couldn't get a break. And maybe that's you right now. And I just want you to know that what the Lord expects from us is obedience and staying
Within
faithful
him,
in our
yes.
prayers
Mhm.
and not quitting and not saying, you know what, I'm throwing the towel in because life's unfair.
Right.
Like, what's on the other side of throwing the towel in, right?
Nothing good
It's,
comes out of it. And I said it in the first episode,
yeah,
throwing the towel in, you're giving up on yourself. And you're going to go
yes,
into a deeper and darker hole, and you're never going to see that light. The power of prayer we talked about in episode 1, and you have to stay strong. There's nobody else that's going to do it for you.
right.
No one else is going to get you out of that ditch, help
Yep.
you feel a type of way. You said this isn't magic.
Yeah, it's not a
Poof, and
genie in a
it's
bottle.
not a genie in a
I actually
bottle.
learned that from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
In like the first,
I don't
very
even know. No,
beginning.
you said it somewhere, maybe in our coaching program.
That it's not
I'm
when
not
you
sure.
rub, God isn't you rubbing the
Right.
lamp and
Yeah.
something's gonna happen.
Right. It
You have
might
to
take
put
time
energy and effort into it,
and obedience
discipline. Yep.
and surrender.
Mhm.
And speaking about little nugget, I say nuggets now in every
I'm
episode.
gonna
I
get
love
so
nuggets.
hungry.
But we run a women's group coaching / mentorship.
Mhm.
It's called She Rises, and it's incredible. Look at me, I'm lit up about
It's
just talking about the
awesome.
women that God sends to us, how incredible it is when you come together with strong women and everyone's walking through things, but she is
Mhm.
sick with a cold, if you guys didn't know. So pray for her. She's coughing up a storm, and this has been lingering for weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have been listening episode after episode, but She Rises, if it's something you're interested in, even learning more about, it's an 8-week program. Hit the link in the show notes, go to my website, or just DM us at Chosen by Jesus CBJ on Instagram, and we'll give you the details. It's a safe space for women who want to deepen their faith, learn more about prayer and what it can look like in your life to get you to that next level so you can
Yeah.
feel elevated every day and live a victorious life. Okay, back to the show.
I can't.
I want to read another Bible verse that's really empowering because I know for me, when I see prophets in the Bible saying things and feeling the way I feel, it just makes me feel like I'm not alone. And Habakkuk 1, verse 2 and 3 says, "How long, Lord, must I call for help, but you do not listen?" I want you to know, even prophets
Yeah.
question God. So you're not alone. When you feel like life is unfair and you're like, God, are you there? Like, where are you? Even the prophets felt that. But and God doesn't rebuke those honest, cries at all. Our faith grows when we stay in the conversation with
Right.
him.
Consistent
We
and
when we
disciplined.
don't give up on God, I mean, God's never giving up on us.
No.
It's us that walk away from him or we
Right.
say we've had
Well,
enough.
because they give it, you don't want to put a timestamp on it when it comes to prayer, and everybody's journey is different. Maybe you and a couple of other people in your circle are going through things, and you're like, well, she or he came out of his whatever he was going through earlier, much sooner than I did.
Right.
How come I'm still stuck in this ditch that I just can't seem to get out of? We
Hmm.
all go through different
Yeah.
phases, and our faith all looks very different. My faith and your faith
Hmm.
are on different levels right now. And
Yep.
sometimes he wants us to sit, like I said in the first episode, sit still
Yeah.
with him.
Hmm.
When you sit still with the Lord, he opens up to you things that if you didn't take the time to do so,
Right.
you may have never seen or you won't get to. Again, giving up on yourself and not
Hmm.
praying when you think, oh my
Yep.
gosh, I have no energy, I have nothing left. You're going to go to bed at night. At some point, your head's going to hit that pillow. Why not take a few minutes to just pray? And you said
Yes.
in the shower, there's always time to
To
reach out to
pray.
him.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
excuses could be up the wazoo, but you guys, if you're
Yeah.
true to yourself, if you look in the mirror, you know that there's at least 5, 10, 20 minutes
In the
that you
day.
can just
Right.
take with him, because
Yes.
it's not it's not hurting you. It's only going to help you
Yep.
exceed further.
Exactly. And this is the thing that I've realized at my age in dealing with so many people that I feel like we all feel that real faith means let's smile through the pain. That's
Or
that
be
is so
strong.
untrue. Biblical faith sounds more like God, this hurts.
Yeah.
Like, look at David, Habakkuk.
Surrendering to
This
him.
hurts, but I still trust you. That's the thing. Being vulnerable with the Lord,
Yeah.
telling him, I'm hurting, Lord. I'm on my knees. Where are you? Crying out to him. It's pouring our hearts out to him.
Mhm.
Even Psalm 62, I have it written down,
Yeah.
62 verse 8. Pour out your hearts to him, for
Right.
God is our refuge. So we want we don't want you to bottle up your emotions because that's where your faith will get weakened.
Right.
We want you to release the emotions because that deepens the trust with God. I know for me that's how it works.
And it's something about just you feeling lighter, giving it to the
Yes.
Lord. And we've talked about it in the past that you guys that are feeling held down right now, the
Yeah.
burdens, the weight that you're carrying on your shoulders, when you pray about that and fully surrender and you're vulnerable with
Yeah.
him, you instantly almost feel just a peace, just some
Yeah.
type of light that
Hmm.
that burden is not all for you to suffer alone. He
Yes.
is the one to help guide you as well.
Oh
You're
my
not
gosh,
in it
so true.
without him
Yes.
if you call on him and pray.
So, what we want you to take away from this episode is, and we've been doing this three-part series. They are short episodes, but we want to encourage you and empower you right now for what you're walking through. This week, we're not asking you to clean up your prayers at all. We want you to really speak your heart.
Yeah.
Like, what's on your mind? What are the cries that you have that you're dealing with inside? Maybe you're in angst, you're going through grief, you're struggling in your relationship right now.
And there's no perfect prayer. There's no
No,
way
no.
there it's a judgment-free zone. You talk to
Hmm.
him like you're talking to your friend, whoever the case may be. You don't
Hmm.
have to look for scriptures just
Yeah,
to talk to him and
right.
feel like you have to relate yourself to a story or a prophet in the Bible.
Yeah,
If you pray, pray without editing. That's good. If you
yes.
just pray coming from your heart and soul, he already knows what you want, but he
Yeah,
wants you to activate that light.
right.
That'll help carry
Right.
you.
And we do have a couple reflections that we want you, maybe you can write these down to just talk to the Lord. And I want you to think about this right now. There's three questions that we want to leave you with. Number one, what feels unfair right now? What emotion am I afraid to bring to God? And what would it look like to trust Him with my frustration?
Yeah.
What would life look like if you actually fully said, I'm all in, Lord. I'm going to trust you with
Yeah.
this frustration? That's where my faith was so activated when I really went all in and
Mhm.
fully started trusting Him.
Me
That's when my life
too.
changed
Yeah.
completely. Like I went
100%.
from faith to big, bold faith.
The
And like,
surrender.
that's it. Like, I'm all in with God, like in every single way. I've learned how to discipline myself to
Yeah.
pray about everything, to just when I think I've prayed enough, pray some more, like we just
Mhm.
did in the last episode. You know, Lamentations 3, verse 31 to 33 talks about, though he brings grief, he will show compassion. Remember, God sees suffering and compassion follows pain.
Yeah.
We, I know firsthand, faith and grief coexist. And so we want to reassure you that don't lose faith about asking hard questions. The way we lose our faith is by walking away and keeping silent, as Taylor's coughing up a
I
storm.
can't help.
So we just want to encourage you and really get this in your heads that the more silent you are, the more pain you're going to feel,
Yeah.
the more grief that's going to just take you out. And I know because I did it. I isolated myself. And we can talk about that in the next episode because,
Just think, what do you have to lose going
right.
to God? It's not an appointment you have to book. It's simply sitting in your quiet time.
Yeah.
Because we all have 5, 10, whatever that may be.
Right.
Just sit with him. Be
Yes.
honest with yourself. Be honest with him.
This is like in this moment, if you are feeling frustrated or life is unfair, like for you right now, if you're faithful and frustrated, you're not failing, you're growing. And know that you're growing. I know
Right.
in my times of desperation, I kept my faith, and that's where I grew the most. It's like when I look back, maybe you're in the thick of it right now, and it's hard to see that and say, oh, Kelley, it's easy for you. Guys, I've been there. I've walked through cancer. I've seen my mother had an aneurysm. She was here 1 minute and gone the next.
Yeah.
My dad was diagnosed with a rare blood cancer in a moment. Like life changed for me numerous times. And Taylor too. Like we've gone through things. And I know in those dark places and in those moments, that's where I've grown the most in the Lord.
Me
So
too.
stay faithful, guys, because
Your
next week,
worst nightmare could be your biggest journey with the Lord.
yes, hang on to that.
Yeah.
It's so incredible what God will do through the pain of in circumstances and challenges in
Mhm.
our lives. Hey, stay strong, you guys. You know, you don't have to be strong. Stay mentally strong, saying, I'm not going to quit. I'm going to put one foot in front of the other, and I'm going to do this with God. I'm going to lean on Him. I'm not going to try to carry the burdens on my own because life is unfair.
And we
It's not
know
supposed to be perfect.
we are very huge on, we know your circumstances took us years, but they do not define who you are.
Yeah.
What you're going through now, there's not divorce isn't written on your forehead or whatever the case may be. I'm sick, whatever it may be. That's not, people don't see that when they look at you. If you're that light and if you create a way for yourself through the Lord, you're going to come out stronger than ever. And like I said, the first episode, it's life's up and downs. There's never going to be, you don't just coast through it, but you're getting yourself equipped, getting that foundation for whatever comes next, whether it's in another month, a week, whatever the case may be, you're going to know how to handle that.
Yes.
And that's huge.
That's huge. Huge. So next week, we're closing out the series. This is a 3-part series about how to build faith that actually lasts. Not emotional faith, guys, not situational faith, but anchored faith.
Foundational
that
faith.
You can return to, like Taylor just said, again and again and again, especially when life feels unfair. So make sure that you're subscribed right now. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the final episode in this series. We just pray that you feel already lifted and lighter right now and more anchored in your faith. We're so excited. So just to recap quick, the takeaways from this episode, part 2, is I want you to repeat, I can be faithful and frustrated. God welcomes my honesty. Unfairness doesn't mean he's abandoned me. And faith grows through honesty, not denial. So speak what's on your mind. Pray about it and pray some more. Life is never going to be easy going, and it's hard. Life is hard at times, but he loves you, he sees you, and he's there for you to get you to that next step. So we love you guys. Thank you for tuning in.
We're praying that you feel that you're loved, seen, and he's there for you.
Yes, we're always praying for you. We pray for everyone that tunes in and is listening right now. And so stay tuned for next week. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Chosen by Jesus CBJ. Drop us a prayer request, a takeaway.
Tell us what's on your mind.
Or something you want us to talk about maybe next. And listen, Drake May, if you're watching this right now.
No, I can't.
We don't know. The Super Bowl hasn't happened yet, but we are praying for you, Drake May. We love you so much. Go Patriots.
Go Pats.
Listen, guys, don't forget.
You're chosen.
You're chosen. See you next week.